always creeped me out when I would, especially when I was a and whatnot, like when I would, have sugar daddies who had daughters my age. I was like,
yeah, I think that's very fetishy and weird.
Disgusting. Yeah. I mean, obviously I got the money and it was fine, like at the end of the day, but like I would have never dated them or taken them seriously. Like, it's gross.
Yeah, but you're still condoning their behavior, by entertaining them. Would you not say so?
I mean, sure, but like if it's not me, it would be somebody else, and I'm trying to get paid.
So you're just going to deny accountability and be like, if it wasn't me, it would be somebody else.
I did not deny accountability. I just said that I think it's gross, and I still got paid.
It's gross, but it's fine because you got paid?
100%. Yeah, 100%.
How is that fine?
Because
so you were experiencing something that you feel is gross, but it's okay because you got money from it. What kind of fulfillment does that bring you?
My bank account? Like, what do you mean? What kind of fulfillment does it bring me?
I think money is way more fulfilling when it's hard earned. Let's just say that.
So you feel like sex work isn't a hardworking industry?
I'm not saying it's not a hardworking industry. I just think it's a sad industry. I'm not going to lie.
And that's fine. I mean, you can feel that way, but you just said right now, like you feel like money is better. Like you feel better when you earn it and you like work hard for it. I mean, I worked very hard for my money when I was dancing. So maybe
hard earned was the wrong term, but maybe
Double
getting
down.
that money.
I mean,
maybe getting that money.
No. You can feel disgusted by it, and that's fine. But I didn't do it for you. I did it for me.
But
yeah,
you also
I never
still
said
feel
that you did it for me.
by it. You said that.
I feel like I'm saying that like the guys who are into it, like yeah, they're gross, but I'm fine with what I did.
So you're just going to take advantage of them.
Yeah, exactly. Like what the fuck?
So, but you're condoning their terrible behavior, so then they go and continue to do it. And you are denying accountability by saying that they're going to go do it anyway. So you're just going to make the problem worse by doing it as well.
You're basically advocating for them to do it.
I am. Yeah, and I think that
but you're like, it's so weird.
So you're advocating for something that you think is gross.
100%.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Because it gives you money.
It's gross for them. It's not gross for me.
Yes, it is.
But it is still gross for you.
Yeah.
If it's gross for them, it's still
benefiting off of this sets back everybody, not just you. You are affecting everybody, even people who aren't participating in the same culture. It sets back every woman around you, whether you think it does or not.
I mean, cry me a river. I don't care.
That's your response?
So you,
yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, like, what you want. Like you doing it to feel bad that these guys
let's just say,
you're
okay,
saying
so
not
let's
necessarily,
say,
but it sounds like you have a low moral standing, and to be completely honest with you, this isn't a very intelligent take from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Feel that way then.
And you're entitled to your opinion.
And so are you.
I'll just say about a year into moving to Los Angeles, I was at a Super Bowl party and a guy like definitely above 50, maybe 55 or so, just sat next to me and just started counting hundreds. And he was like, so what's it going to be weekly? So yeah, they do make it really easy. But yeah, then I didn't. I just walked away. Actually, I didn't say anything because I was like 19, I think. And I just walked away. But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I think that whatever.
It definitely goes both ways.
Whatever intention that you put out there, it will come back. Like in a sense where if you're like, hey, this person's hurting. They went through a divorce. I'm going to be there for them. I'm going to see them, but I'm going to genuinely see them. Like I want to be right there. But then if there is that like iniquity, I guess, it really like I want to get over on them. What could happen is that could happen, come around in your life somewhere, and you'll be like, how did that happen? I think just intention. I think if you
But if they come to me, how is that inequitable?
Because you're continuing to you're allowing it to happen.
I mean, you guys, we're talking about something that I was young. I was in my
but
early 20s.
that's not an excuse.
Is that you allowed the sex work industry to prey into you as a young girl to then continue down the path, which enabled you to later in your life become a stripper instead of
my life become a stripper. I was a stripper when I was 18 to 20.
Which is sad.
Which is
sad.
sad.
That's
what I'm getting at. Is like you were 18 years old.
Well, that's why I hope that the sex work industry becomes more holistic over time. I hope in the next 10 to 15 years it really takes a change and things start happening where people are like, holistic spiritual sexuality.
I don't agree with that at all, because how are you going to take an industry of men paying women to sleep with them and make it this healing experience, when in reality I think our society more than anything lacks God. Obviously that's in my personal opinion, being a Christian. I mean, there's so many people that are just so morally lost, where you said you started stripping when you were 18 years old. I don't think any woman should ever look to that and be like, this is super glorifying in society and this is the right thing for me to do. And it makes me sad that women in our society are lied to so much that they turn to OnlyFans, they turn to selling their bodies on the internet for the male gaze, profiting off of that and continuing. Not only it lowers their self-esteem, women mentally are becoming unhealthier and higher body counts, and then less desirable as life goes on, to where you're essentially, women are ruining their lives.
I've never had an issue getting a boyfriend, so I don't know what you mean by less desirable. This is my first year being single. I've been had a boyfriend the entire time, so I don't know what you're talking about.
What's the quality of the men you're dating?
I was gonna say, what is the high value man are you seeking after?
What's your definition of high? See, I don't prescribe to that high value thing. I mean, I just like someone that I get along with.
But don't you think, like, back to the dating scale, that there is something as a high value woman, that there are women that are more valuable in the dating sphere, so then there's also men that are more valuable?
I mean, I guess, but not person to person. I mean, in general, people tend to date.
Brandon Mel's donated $100.
Champagne
the
Poppy.
only time I would ever pay for someone like you is donating $1,000 for Brian to kick you off the show for this sad mindset. You're promoting a disgusting lifestyle.
Oh, wow, they're going in.
I never promoted it. I'm literally just talking about my experience. I never said that this was the right choice. I said that I'm okay with it, that I'm not ashamed of what I've done, and that's pretty much like where I left it.
Well, you were promoting older men fetishizing
How am I
women who are
the
age of their children.
Because I took the money? No, I
you're condoning the behavior.
Situation.
I literally said that I thought it was gross, but I took the money. Like, what does that have to do?
You are allowing the behavior. It's like a bouncer at the bar being like, oh, I'm not supposed to let you in, but you're going to pay me, but I'm going to let you in. But it's not right.
But that's what I was there for.
Because you're
condoning that's what you were there for? To promote men fetishizing younger women that are the age of their children?
Acknowledging. It was literally my job. Like,
you didn't have to be there if you didn't want the men to come to you and do that.
You didn't have to be a stripper.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you didn't have to start an outside of work relationship with this man where it was a monetary gain for you.
If you had an 18-year-old girl sitting in front of you and asking, hey, I want to get into the stripping industry because I really am trying to chase that bag, would you encourage her to do that?
Honestly, at this point, no. Only because ever since COVID happened, the industry has totally changed. And
in what way?
In a good way or a bad way?
In a bad way. The money's not like how it used to be. A lot of girls are...
So if the money was how it used to be in a young
girl's
girl, hey, I want to
Yes, I would. Yeah, I would.
Okay,
Yeah, I would.
can I share my experience of my first time at a strip club?